Hey guys, Marsinger here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so today I wanted to take a look back at the Blue KAIOKEN Goku that got his EZA recently on Global, and do something that we have discussed on some of the streams that I've done recently, which is that I wanted to try this guy out on a different team setup, where essentially we are running a team such that it's impossible for him to get the Spirit Bomb, right? We do not have 3 other reps of Universe 7 allies on the team. However, instead we are running a bunch of units that will actually give him links and support, so the unit himself can be better. Because that was my initial complaint when I did the initial showcase. My biggest complaint about running him was basically nerfing the team that he's on by bringing weaker units just so that you can get access to the Spirit Bomb for him. But he can be really good. Like, I was impressed with his solo performance in those videos, just in terms of like his overall attack stat and everything like that. So I thought it'd be interesting to check out this team where that's all we're focused on, is maximizing his solo performance outside of being the ability to do the Spirit Bomb, because obviously, you know, that is his ability and it does a lot of damage, as well as buffing all the allies for the rotation. So you can get some pretty crazy combos off of it. Obviously not gonna deny it's a very powerful ability, but I mean, I left the video the way it was just to show, you know, without any sort of bias or anything, that initial showcase that I did for Blue KAIOKEN Goku. I brought those weaker units on the team so that I could try and get the Spirit Bomb in the video, and got all the way through to the end of the event and did not get the Spirit Bomb. Just through bad RNG, right? Like, any time I dropped below the HP threshold, I think the first time we ended up getting the Dokkan attack that turn because it took so long to get to that point. Then the next time we dropped under the HP threshold, I was running LR Piccolo on the team, and we'd gotten so far below the threshold, we actually triggered his passive that gives you the full heal and then gives him the extra damage reduction. So it was just some bad luck along the way, but essentially we never even got to use the Spirit Bomb. So I made the team worse, basically for no reason. So I thought this would be a bit of an interesting test, just to see what he will look like on a team where he actually has good partners that are activating a lot of his links, and, you know, good support units, because we're not clogging up slots on the team with, you know, essentially useless reps of Universe 7 characters. So I want you on the other rotation. Yeah, my rotations have started off really badly in this run, that's for sure, but I've got these two together. I mean, I'm going to float off you eventually. Obviously, the reason why we've brought MVP 17 is the 3 extra allies for Goku is what gives him the ability to do the Spirit Bomb, but you do want to have 1 Universe Survival Saga ally so that he can get the guard and then the additional attack that has a high chance to become a super for 5 turns. You have to have a Universe Survival Saga ally in order to do that, but obviously we can run MVP 17 on this, the GT Duo team. A lot of the other units, like the other reps of Universe 7, are not on the GT Duo's team. So it becomes difficult to run him on here. But I floated off the God Goku from the previous rotation, so we can get them together. They share 5 links, so they should be looking pretty good once we actually get them together on the rotation. And then, you know, we have units like Bulma, who's giving all the extra support. MVP 17, if he does end up, well, actually on this next turn when God Goku comes around, we put MVP 17 in slot 1, didn't we? So yeah, he's going to be in slot 3. So we're going to have almost every link, because I think he shares 5 links with God Goku. And obviously one of the ones that he will not share with him, that he does share with 17, is Tournament of Power. So he's going to have potentially 6 out of the 7. I don't know if there's an extra one that 17 has. I don't think so. And then, yeah, we'll just end up getting one of the other GT Duo units floating. So we'll do this, get the buff for the next rotation, because Bulma will finish off Frieza here, but then we still carry over the buff until the next turn. And so this next turn is going to look very, very good for Blue KAIOKEN Goku, right? Because he's still going to have guard, and we're going into the AGL Frieza phase here. We still have the chance to do the additional. We're going to have defensive support from the MVP 17, and then all the links active from the God Goku. So, and the best thing is with running a rotation like this is only God Goku is a unit that needs orbs, like a specific amount, right? So we get the 6 orbs for him so he can guard and have his extra attack. And then, yeah, we have every single link active except for Kamehameha on this rotation. So we're starting off at 377k at the start of the turn. We're still going to have guard. Is he fully built up at this point? How many times does he actually need to get hit? It's not a lot, is it? It's like 4 or 5. Oh, 6, because it's, yeah, 10% and it goes up to 59. So if he's not fully built up yet, I think he needs maybe 1 or 2 more hits, but we should be okay. God Goku dodging the super, that's exactly what we want to see. Unfortunately, we had to float him off, so he hasn't stacked as much. We have got through this event way quicker than usual, considering we're at AGL Freezer already, but I mean, obviously on Global, as these teams are starting to become more powerful and I start doing these showcases of all these different teams, especially with like the 8th anniversary LRs, it's kind of becoming more and more apparent that, you know, these events are just not as long as they used to be. So the Sin event is definitely going to be interesting. I don't know if it's quite on the level that the Red Zone was. I don't mean in terms of difficulty, because obviously it's harder than Red Zone stages, but what I mean by that, wow, 15.6, okay. What I mean by that is like the difference in the meta. Like the Red Zone, when it came out, surprised everybody. Like so many units just became essentially irrelevant. A lot of people that didn't have like, you know, top tier teams and boxes found it difficult to beat the later Red Zone stages. I wonder if the physical Sin stage will have that kind of impact, because Global always has the advantage of the seeing all these events and stuff beforehand. Like obviously as a Global player, if you wanted to check out like the JP Dokkan YouTubers content and stuff, you will have seen the Sin event and runs against the Sin event and like the kind of stuff that he can do, right? So it shouldn't be something that should take you by surprise. I could be really cheeky here actually and set this up so that we can... I don't want to use the active though, because I don't want to win this turn, but if I do this, will I be able to keep Frieza alive long enough that we... no, see, the key's too good as well. Like, okay, yeah, don't get 24. Can I keep him alive long enough? If we get these guys round onto the rotation with Blue KAIOKEN Goku and then activate their standby, he's going to have all the links from God Goku in slot 1 and then the 80% attack support from GT Vegeta. That would be pretty crazy for an overall amount of support. I definitely want to see that if we can pull it off. But of course, often my RNG with Vegeta and Trunks is they just do 2 normal attacks and don't get any crits. So of course now when I'm trying to do things in the interest of not getting through this last part too quickly, we get all the additional supers with crits. Bulma getting her additional super. At least she didn't crit on the first one, right? Because... no, never mind, I shouldn't have said anything. Because, yeah, type disadvantage is really noticeable with these harder hitting like characters, right? But you see these big attack stats and then you don't do a lot of damage. Look at that, double digit damage to Bulma. Bulma's just so good. Shout out to anyone who pulled a copy of Bulma while summoning on the Carnival LR banners. I did not pull any extra copies. I do have 2 dupes in mind, so, you know, it's not the end of the world. But if you were somebody who managed to get your first copy of her from these Carnival banners on Global, that is definitely a massive W. Hey, we didn't kill him this turn. Perfect. Okay. So, now the only thing I have to worry about for the Goku, for KAIOKEN Goku, is he... oh, well, the other guys are able to use their active skill, so I don't even need to float him off. Now, he has 310k, and I'm pretty sure his guard has run out now. So, if I do this, I guess worst case scenario, he gets blasted in slot 1 and dies, and then we just revive, kill him with the Spirit Bomb, and then we can see this rotation again the next time, because we're going to have the other GT duo. Although, obviously, I guess in that instance, we wouldn't be able to use the Spirit Bomb, because if we die, we won't revive, because we'll have already revived once. But, I mean, as long as he doesn't get supered in slot 1, I think he'll be okay. And because this Frieza's now on such low HP, this should be some big damage. So, let's grab these. Yeah, that's a lot of orbs for you and a lot of orbs for you. So, yeah, we should get a lot of healing back here. Yeah, so unless it's a super, we live this attack in slot 1, so don't you do it. Okay, perfect. And then 2.7. That's sorry, 2.7. That'd be terrible. 27 million. That's pretty good. So yeah, I mean, KAIOKEN Goku on the teams where you're not having to like saddlebag him with well, I suppose you're not really affecting him because like units like the STR UI Goku, they do link well with Blue KAIOKEN Goku. So STR UI, when he gets his EZA, then it'll be a different story. But you know, I mean, just think how much better is this team than a team where we're having to run like AGL and STR UI Goku. Instead, we're running units like Bulma, Vegeta, and Trunks. Like, it's a significantly better team than having to run those Reps of Universe 7 characters. So this gives everybody the defense buff. This should just ensure that we survive the turn. And then we're going to have the other GT duo. Although, unfortunately, we won't be able to use their active. But we should get a lot of healing here, actually, though. Because if I do this to get the super with you... Then we do this and then get the full field of STR orbs for Bulma. That's then going to give her a massive heal. I didn't realise. I should have realised when I used the Vegeta and Trunks one that the skip wasn't on. But yeah, we'll let these active skills play out. We're getting to use these units on the team instead of bad Reps of Universe 7 characters. So we might as well actually get to see their active skills. So we get all of these STR orbs. Everybody's now got a massive buff, including effective against all types. Boom, up to full health. This is going to be a spicy next turn. Unfortunately, though, I would like it if KAIOKEN Goku could get the Dokkan attack, but it's ideally I'm going to want to put God Goku in slot 1. Because that's the only thing. You saw from the amount of damage that Goku took on that previous turn from the AGL Freezer, that once his guard has run out, he's obviously not a unit that we're going to want to be putting in slot 1. So on this next rotation, where we have the Dokkan attack ready to go, don't really want to put him there. But I think at this point, with the amount of damage that we're doing, especially because now like Bulma has effective against all types, so we don't have to worry about whether she's critting or not. I think if we put God Goku in slot 1, God Goku probably just kills him. So... we probably can't do that, right? But... oh, Bulma just taking double-digit damage from these boss super attacks. You love to see it. And then even MVP 17 rocking a 9.2 million here. And again, effective against all types. So, man, we're not going to get... man, if I put Goku in slot 1, he's just going to kill him, isn't he? Because there's no way I can't get the Dokkan attack here, right? I mean, I could miss all the nodes, which I... do I risk it? I mean, that's how we should play out the turn, realistically, right? Get the 6 orbs. Get whatever for you, doesn't really matter. Oh, we're so close. Will we not get it? If we don't get it, that would be good. But... oh, perfect. Okay. Let's go. Alright, now God Goku, we just need God Goku to not sell to a super attack here, because, I mean, he's got his guard, so I think if he didn't dodge a super, he should be okay. I mean, Frieza hits pretty hard, but God Goku's going to have pretty high defense. If he triple supers, triple crits, he actually might kill him. Alright, come on, Goku, don't do it. Pull your punches just this once. Okay, good, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to see. And then KAIOKEN Goku... 17.5, and that's with the support from Bulma on the previous rotation, and then just the links active with God Goku, no extra support in slot 3. So, I mean, you know, call me crazy, but like I would rather run this team than run a team that has the, you know, much worse Reps of Universe 7 characters just to try and get the Spirit Bomb with Goku, because we did get below the HP threshold at some point in this run, so we could have used the Spirit Bomb, but I mean, just you can see like the team is just so much better overall by not handicapping it with those Reps of Universe 7 characters. So yeah, I mean, I think he still put up an incredibly impressive performance. I would much rather run him this way than with the reps of Universe 7 characters. He also links up really well with STR LR Gogeta, who's obviously going to be EZAing in part 3, and they're on a couple of teams together. So, you know, having units that actually activate his links and are good, I think is much better than running mediocre units just so you can get the Spirit Bomb. But let me know what you guys think about it down below in the comment section. Have you tried running him on a team like this without the reps of Universe 7? What do you think of his performance? Let me know down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.